We're going to be exploring around here in this vast greenland area. Forest is what I'm going for. Forest. Branching paths.
Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him, he wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Sky River.
That's teleport.
Hoped his hook
Why
didn't
does this...
break.
Yes, my hook would not break. I really hope it does not. I wonder where this teleporter takes me. Oh, it just takes me back here. That is a well. I did not mean to jump down the well. I jumped down a well. Oh, hi, Amateur. You like to float. You really like to float. Let's see where this well has taken us. It looks not very inviting so far. Yeah. Open. Can't go that way. I have a lot of ore.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
So what you're saying is it's all stinky. You know, it's a idiot translation. Let's see. There is a weird overlay going on right now. Let's just go ahead and heal me.
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Oh, what the... Why can't I move? What the hell? I don't know why I couldn't move. Now I can, though. I might
always have Paris, he thought. And then he died.
Paris? What? That was weird for my controller not to work. I literally stood there and took a bunch of damage that I didn't need to because none of the inputs were working. I am not terribly good at combat in this game.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry, too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
I was getting hungry. Why can't I walk over here? But then nowhere. This is for leveling up, which I have not done yet. Hero sword! Using some energy. More ravens. Ow. And I'm bad at blocking, apparently. And your shield is no match for me throwing your friend at you.
Was going to hurt. Actually, it already did.
Need more energy.
This is crystals.
We're gonna interact
The
with that.
20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now he had to make his next move. There was a
Time
key
to make the
Imperial
next
outpost
move.
on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Alright, so either we go to the scientists, or we just go and straight out attack. I'm gonna be the wise one here and
Well,
go
of
to the
course.
scientists.
If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and you had time, you could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Well, now we're going to the observatory. So I have a weapon that could basically destroy gods, and we're going to a scientist observatory in order to find out whether or not it's a good idea to use it against the Emperor's fleet or not. So, that's happening. This area again.
Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it? The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Oops. I needed one of those guys.
That is how we do it, said Reynardol to himself.
Well, that is how we do it. I don't know if that was a song reference to that song, but okay. I need energy. I need energy. I'm getting a lot of ore and no workbenches. Hook. Strong sword.
Reynardol felt a little better.
Of course. I ate a Wumpa fruit. Yeah. Alright. You dickholes.
For a moment, Reynardol wished that somebody had been watching.
I mean, I got a 30-hit combo and it was
Legendary
perfect,
weapon was
so...
exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Reynardol shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
There was a risk. This is a chest. It's full of precious ore. Convenient. And run around in circles like I normally do on moving platforms when I cannot actually get off or accidentally fall off. If I can accidentally fall off, I never actually run around in circles. So, up these stairs that have a bit of singe
the
to
Empire's
them.
most renowned scientists, working by themselves without interference. At least, so far.
Aha! I'll use workbench. Gems. Yeah, I have an elemental resistance, so I have 20% spell damage resistance. I only have one gem, so. I'm missing one essence. I'm missing 3 essences to do that. Missing 3 essences to do that. So I can't actually make a new sword yet because I'm missing the essences required.
What did you do if one of these platforms stalled?
Alright. And yeah. I get the gist of what I'm supposed to be doing. I was stuck on the lever.
Boy, some people are just liable to explode if you upset them.
Watch out for explosive ravens. When hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds. Use them to your advantage. We have to have 2 things that explode now. Why can't it just be one thing? Haha, I used your friend to kill you. I mean, that's the whole point of the tutorial, I would assume.
He'd once met a pirate captain. He used hooks to get around his ship. Oh, what was his name again?
I see you're fascinated by hooks, Mr. Narrator. Well, that wasn't obvious a few hours ago. Well, I have some energy, so might as well heal. I'm now out of energy. Alright, the scientist is gonna be dead because this looks weirdly abandoned.
Reynardol was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one toad was worried.
Yeah, the Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another toad sighed.
Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Reynardol how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.